Hey guys, what's up? Mai here, and today I'm doing Stage 8 of Zombie Driver, and in this mission we have to rescue at least 4 out of the 8 car mechanics, but as usual we'll probably end up rescuing all of them, and our rewards are going to be 12,000 cash, machine guns level 3, and if we actually clean out the train wreck area we'll get an extra 8,000. Now I actually think in this stage we're actually going to get a new base of operations, so I'm a little excited for that. You know, maybe the maps are going to change up a little bit, maybe we'll start unlocking new weapons perhaps. Alright, so let's get started. I did get a request actually to do the police car with I think level 2 flamethrowers, and sure, why the fuck not? I mean, I'm down for that, level 2 flamethrowers. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to fully upgrade my cop car, but it's pretty neat. Does that say policia or policja? What language is that? Does anyone know? Let me know, I'm curious now. So let's get started. Now once again, I did ask you guys just to, keep throwing questions at me, what I do, and I'm not going to answer all of them. Some of them were a little personal, I guess, like, I think one was like, well, what would I do if my girlfriend died, or would I rather, like, die with my girlfriend or die with my family? I kind of want to shy away from those kind of questions. They're a little, I don't know, they're a little bit weird to talk about, I think. But I did get a lot of other really good questions, and I'll start off with one that was kind of fun, and that was, would I use a pig brain or a monkey brain to stall the zombies? Now, I have absolutely no idea how this is relevant to anything at all, but I did see a video today, actually, of an orangutan, and it had, like, a washcloth, and it was, like, near a pond or something. Ooh, shit, the zombies are breaking me. Yeah, and it was near, like, a pond or something. It was actually using the washcloth to clean down the rock, and it was wringing out the washcloth. So, like, if you wet like a piece of paper, or not a piece of paper, like a cloth or something, you kind of scrunch it up and you squeeze the water out of it. The monkey was fucking doing that. I just thought that was amazing. So I'd go with the monkey brain, not because I want to kill a monkey, just because I want to hang out with a monkey. I mean, I get to hang out with a monkey a little while first before I kill it, don't I? Because if that's the case, I'd definitely go for the monkey, and I'd buy it a washcloth just so I could see it, kind of wring it out and then be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's doing human stuff, because I don't know, that stuff always amuses me. Alright. So first proper question was, the very first zombie attack was towards a family member, and you had no idea that the family member was a zombie. Like, you didn't realize that there was an actual zombie invasion. Would you reach for a weapon and kill them, or would you hope that they'd stop? And if I didn't actually realize, I don't want to hit the boomer or whatever they're called in this game. If I didn't actually realize they were a zombie, I probably wouldn't kill them. I probably wouldn't try to stop them either. I mean, I'd probably do the most logical thing. If someone's trying to kill me, I'd try to get away from them. And especially if they're a family member. I mean, I'd probably try to reason with them, like, oh, what the fuck are you doing? That's weird if your family member's, like, trying to fucking eat you or something. I'd try to reason with them. I'd try to find out what the fuck's happening. Obviously, if they weren't communicating back and they were just, like, making weird groaning noises, I'd be a little bit concerned, and being kind of the paranoid kid I am, growing up watching zombie games, playing zombie games still, playing a lot more zombie games actually recently, I would probably assume there was a zombie. Actually, me and my girlfriend went for a walk the other night, and I was kind of just being, a bit of an idiot. I'm like, oh god, what is a zombie apocalypse? Because, I'm cool and I talk to my girlfriend about this kind of stuff. And we ended up going and getting, oh shit, I didn't mean to hit him. We ended up going and getting Subway, and on the way back we actually heard this really, really weird noise, and she actually freaked out. She ran and she left me, because I had the food in my hand. I didn't want to, like, wreck the food, because it's Subway. Not only is it expensive, it's also really, really nice, so you don't want to damage the goods. But basically she ran off and left me. And I mean, it's dark. It's actually really weird. Our house is the only house on the street that doesn't have any street lights on it. So it's a little bit creepy, and yeah, she just ran off and she left me. And I'm actually not sure how this tied into the original question. But yeah, my girlfriend ran off and she ditched me because she heard a weird noise, and there was a possibility it might have been a zombie because I was freaking her out. But yeah, if a family member was, kind of getting infected, I didn't realize it was an actual zombie, I wouldn't kill them. I'd try reason with them, and then, oh shit, I have machine guns now? Alright, this works. This actually looks a little bit more effective than the flamethrower I've been using. Just the range on it's a lot nicer. But yeah, I try reason with them. If that didn't work, I'd try get away. I'd try get someone else to try and help. And obviously, if I saw them like eat someone else and then they came back alive and they were a zombie, that's probably when I'd start considering the whole killing them. But even then, like, if I was in a situation where I could run away, I wouldn't kill my family. I'd just kind of run and leave them, I guess. So, a second question, and guy said he sort of stole this from Project Zomboid, but if your girlfriend had a broken leg, would you stay with her, or put her out of her misery, or leave her for the zombies? I actually remember putting my girlfriend out of her misery in Project Zomboid. Kate, I think her name was in the game, with a broken leg. I think at one point I actually did kill her, and I don't know, I mean, I know it's just a game, they didn't really build much on the story, but it was a little emotional. I felt a little emotional after I did it. Like, that's that guy's, you know, that's his girlfriend, you know, they love each other, and he just fucking killed her while she was still alive. Like, and she's just like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, I never meant to hold you back and all this. It's like, aww, she's so nice, why did I kill her? But, I don't know, I probably would stay with my girlfriend. I mean, as long as it was safe. I don't know if you guys have seen, I think it's either I'm pretty sure it's 28 Days Later or 28 Weeks Later. It's one of those movies, but at the start of it... No, it's 28 Weeks Later. It's 28 Weeks Later. It's the second one, I remember that. I saw it at the cinemas. Very good movie. If you guys haven't checked it out. The 28 series, just for the zombies, fucking amazing. Easily, the best zombie movies I've ever seen. But, yeah, anyway, the guy, he like, stayed with his wife, and his wife ended up, like, stopping to try save some kid, while, like, all these zombies, like, these are fast fucking zombies, too. And, all the zombies were kind of, like, breaking down the door, but there was, like, this little boy that, just came to the house, and the little boy is, like, the guy that led the zombies there. And, the guy's wife, anyway, she tries to save the little boy in the house, and, the zombies end up coming in, and the guy tries to help her, but he can't get it, and, eventually he just leaves her in the room, like, just because there's nothing else he could do. Now, I'd like to think that'd kind of be the only situation where I'd actually leave her. Just, you know, like, if you're in a situation like that, like, you're not just gonna run off and ditch your girlfriend just for the hell of it. That's kind of crude, I guess. Like, it's just not something a normal sane person would do, I guess. I mean, even in a pretty shitty situation like that. So, like, it's the same for your family. But if you had to, there was no other choice about it. Like, I'd probably do what that guy did, and he, like, ran for safety, because he still had other people in his life. Like, he still had his kids in his life, and he ended up, like, running, and I think he ended up meeting up with his kids in, like, some safe zone or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But, yeah, so I definitely wouldn't put her out of her misery. I mean, that's pretty fucked up, especially if she just had a broken leg. And I definitely wouldn't just leave her for the zombies. I mean, a broken leg is something that's manageable. I mean, it's something you could kind of fix at home, I guess. Like, if you had enough food, you could wait it out a few weeks. I mean, it'd be really unpleasant for her because she has a fucking broken leg and, like, no painkillers. But you probably could wait it out as long as, like, you could just kind of bandage the wound so you know, it wasn't constantly moving. You could probably wait it out until it healed. And I mean, you'd be waiting anyway, because like I said, you're not just gonna leave her, and you're not just gonna put her out of her misery because she has a broken leg. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I'd stay with her unless I really had to go, because, you know, I've still got family, I've still got, you know, siblings, and, you know, things like that. And if I had to go, then it wouldn't be an easy decision, but I'd probably end up, you know, leaving if there was absolutely nothing I could do. Wow, I think I'm almost done this mission. I've only done 2 questions. Okay. The third one. Ah, fuck. Wow, am I gonna have to start this again? Are you for real? Alright, that's alright. This will just be an extra long episode, and that'll... Oh wow, that's a fucking bitch. God damn you. Anyway, third question. Fucking... See, I said this in the last video. It is hard to read while you're driving. I mean... I'm just not going to do anything else when I'm driving other than drive. Like, in real life when I get my license, of course. Anyway, third question. What would you do if some people would barricade the door next to your hideout once you didn't let them in? So, I don't know, that question's kind of phrased really, but basically, what it's asking is, if someone came, like, to your hideout, and I've covered this in a lot of videos, like, what I'd do if, like, other people I didn't know tried to get in. That's basically, I'd leave them for dead. I would not let, you know, strangers in, kind of thing, just because, like, why the fuck would you? They're gonna eat your food and, you know, be crazy and shit. But, what would you do if they came there, you turn them away, but then they end up making a hideout next door to you? And, I don't know, that one's kinda tough. I mean, it depends if I had weapons, if they had weapons, and, exactly how close they were to my hideout. Like, I mean, if they could just kind of dig their way through a wall, like smash down a wall, and then they'd be in the shopping center with me, I might have to deal with them. Because I'd imagine if you turn someone down, and I mean, like, if you turn someone down, like in a zombie apocalypse, like, you're not going to let them in, they are not going to be happy with you. They're going to be really angry at you. So, if you didn't let them in, and they did end up kind of moving in next door, you'd really have to be careful, because if they did manage to get to you, they would probably just kill you. Like, I'd imagine that's what they'd do. I mean, I'd imagine that's what I'd do if some wanker turned me down, wouldn't let me in. Just because, you know, what else is there to do? Like, it's a zombie fucking apocalypse, and someone's turned you down. Like, they've pretty much sent you to your death. You're not going to be happy with them. So there's going to be some pretty bad vibes hanging around that, you know, that sort of thing. So if they couldn't get to me, I'd probably just kind of leave them be, I guess. But if they were trying to break in, I'd have to deal with them. But then it really does come down to, like, who's got more weapons. Like, if it's just me on my own and there's like 6 of them and they all have a gun, like, I can't really do anything. I mean, it's not like Call of Duty or anything like that. I can't just kind of like Rambo my way through and fucking if I die then I can just respawn. Like, I get shot once, I'm dead kind of thing. And I'd really have to take that into consideration before, you know, actually trying to do something against it. But perhaps if they move next door, maybe try reasoning with them. Maybe reasoning with them or dealing with them, depending on the weapon circumstances. Am I gonna die here? No. All good. All good. Okay, just repair myself quickly. Okay, I didn't really need to repair. That's all right. And I'm out of ammo. But yeah, if I had guns, they didn't, and they were trying to get in, or if they were moving next door, and if they were attracting more zombies, I'd probably deal with them. You know, try kill them, I guess. But I don't know. In situations like that, you have lots and lots of time. It'd be like being in prison. Like, you know, if you guys watch Mythbusters or anything like that, but they often do like prison myths on like how you could break out. And a lot of them, they're not really viable, but given the amount of time you actually get, you can pretty much do anything. So in the time that they were moved, like, you know, they moved next door, I could kind of monitor their behavior, I guess. I could see what kind of people they are, and I could kind of use that to determine whether or not they're going to go crazy and try and kill me. Which is my main worry about letting other people in to wherever I am. It's that they're going to go crazy and they're going to try and kill me. I mean, it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. You have to be careful for those kind of things. Because people are irrational. People are irrational and people lie. So yeah, I don't know, you just gotta remember that, I think. And if you could kind of monitor their behavior, perhaps, maybe let them in. I mean, if they're gonna move next door anyway, like, you're gonna be pretty much dealing with them, living with them anyway, so... No, it's probably best you just try to get on, you know, mutual levels, I guess. Just so, you know, you just don't end up killing each other. But yeah, once again, it depends on the weapons. Next question would be, you've been in the zombie hordes for 1 month and you have a radio with some charge in it. Would you check for the news, and if this said the threat was over, would I go outside and check? Well, if I did have a radio and I did have kind of an unlimited amount of battery supply, I'd probably leave it on the whole time. You know, just in case. I'd constantly be, you know, checking to see if there was anyone there, you know, like the army or something, because if you think about it, like, one tank would kind of kill a lot of zombies. In fact, I could see one tank killing just about every, you know, wiping out a whole zombie civilization, I guess, just because how the fuck is a zombie going to beat a tank? I mean, maybe if, like, the bones or something got caught in the wheels and that kind of put it off track a little bit, but I don't know, like, the army has planes, the army has huge-ass bombs, the army has armor, which is, you know, pretty good at dealing with zombies, and they also have tanks, vehicles, you know, artillery, things like that. So I'd definitely keep the radio on me, just because, I don't know, I have a lot of faith in the army if the zombie apocalypse were to happen, because I really don't see how they wouldn't be able to stop it. I mean, at the moment, there's been like huge world wars, and people are fighting each other with tanks and nuclear weapons and shit like that. And there was always one side that won, and the other side won just because they had more power than them, and I can't see zombies ever having more power than, you know, like, the world united as one, you know, to kind of fight them off. Because, you know, I kind of would imagine if there was a zombie apocalypse, you know, a lot of the politics would be kind of set aside, and people would be, a little nicer towards each other, probably working a little bit better, at least the countries would be anyway, just to try to deal with the problem. So I'd definitely keep a radio on me, just because I would believe that the army would eventually kind of take out all of the zombies, and it would be safe. So I'd eventually get outside. And if there was things in the radio saying it was safe, I probably would go outside. In fact, actually, if I didn't see any zombies, I probably would go outside anyway, just to kind of scout it out. I mean, even if the zombies don't know I'm there, it'd be nice to know if there are zombies there, just for the peace of mind. I mean, even if you do spot them, as long as your safe house is pretty good, you should be right anyway. So, am I still gonna have to rescue people? Whoops. Reverse while they're getting out. Oh, okay, so I still have to go back and get people. Okay, not to worry. Not to worry. So, what's the next question? If you would you prefer to go to a city, or you know, go to like the country? I don't know. That's a pretty easy one. I've kind of discussed this as well. Like, is it demographics? No, I don't know. But basically, at the moment, I kind of live on the outskirts of my city, and I live up on top of a hill, and my city's already up on top of a hill. So it's really hard for zombies to get to me, and that's kind of like the ideal place I'd want to be, you know, somewhere that would cost a lot of energy for the zombies to kind of get to. So I'd definitely go with a farm, just because it'd be further away. And I mean, zombies are decaying, they can't last for all that long. And I think I saw someone say that like zombies would be able to survive like if the temperature's alright or something, like their body wouldn't decay, they wouldn't dehydrate or anything like that. But I don't know, I don't think that's exactly correct. Like, people, you need to eat. If you don't eat for a day, you're not really going to be able to do much. You're not really going to be able to walk much further. You don't drink water for a day, you don't eat for a day, you're not really going to be able to do anything at all. You're pretty much dead at that point. So I don't know, I'd go as far away from the city as possible. I'd go as far away from the zombies that had access to actually eating people. So if there's no one around, I mean, for starters, there's going to be less zombies. And if there's nowhere around, the less zombies are going to be less powerful, because they're not going to have anything to eat. One of the zombie hideouts has been overrun. There's actually a time limit in this game? Wow. Okay. Oh, the red thing. Oh, I see, I see. So the green bar must mean, like, how much longer they have left to live or some crap. I wish I could just drive through that. But yeah, definitely go for the farm, just because it's out of the way. The zombies would have a hard time getting there, and they'd be weaker. How could this place even be overrun? There's no zombies here. I don't think there was any zombies at the last one either. Oh, okay. Well, luckily I actually did manage to get quite a lot of questions actually up before I started this video. So I've got one more question left, and I think that's going to be it really for this video. And that was a simple question. If you had your family with you, would you go through the trouble of keeping them alive, or being a betraying bastard and leaving them to rot? You know, this kind of ties into the first question on if I didn't realize my family was a zombie, you know, would I try help them or something? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I would try help my family. Like, you know, you're not just gonna leave your family, because they're all you're gonna have. And I mean, it's already fucking hard as it is. If they're not dead, you'd want to keep them with you. And not only that, you can generally trust your family. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of trust my family in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, who else are you going to trust? You're going to have your closest friends, you know, like your spouse, I guess you could say, and your family. That's all you're really going to have to trust. I mean, you can't really make accurate assumptions of everyone else. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable in the way that I know my friends, to know that you could probably trust them in a zombie apocalypse, and they probably wouldn't kill me. But yeah, I'd try to keep them alive, just because emotional times, you don't really want to make it any harder than it has to be. So why I don't know, I can't see myself just voluntarily leaving my family just because. I just can't think of any reason actually for why I'd actually have to leave my family. I mean, like, once again, like, I'd leave them if I absolutely have to. Like, if we were getting overrun by zombies or something and we were all running, I wouldn't stay there and, you know, try fight. And I wouldn't let them stay there and try fight. I'd be like, you know, come on, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here now, otherwise we're kind of fucked. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't just leave them. I'd try to stay with them as long as possible until I couldn't stay with them any longer. So is that this mission done? Mission complete. Alright, so if you guys like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, favorite, and subscribe, and also check me out on Facebook and Twitter, and don't forget, for the next video, keep asking me questions so I got something to talk about. Alright, catch you guys later, and I think there's only... we're halfway through the game now. This is the 50% mark, so yeah.